Hi everybody! Today I wanted to talk to you about a different painter. Last week we talked about Emily Carr, the Canadian painter who loved to paint the landscapes of Canada, and her favorite color was green. This week I wanted to talk to you about a French painter. His name was Monet. Monet lived in Paris, and yes, of course, he's French, so he spoke in French. Like one of the words in French would be to say hello would be bonjour, and to say goodbye would be au revoir. So he spoke French, and he lived in France. And when he lived in France, he lived in a beautiful house, and in his house, he had a very special garden. There was a Japanese garden, and it had a beautiful bridge. And then under the bridge, there was a pond with water lilies. Would you like me to show you a picture of it? Okay, so this is Monet when he was a young man. And this is Monet when he became older. And I think this is a picture of him in his garden. So he did love flowers, and water lilies were one of his favorite flowers. This is the bridge, and this is his garden, Monet's garden. See how beautiful it is? Can you see all the water lilies underneath? Has anybody seen water lilies before? So water lilies look something like this. They actually grow on lily pads. This one is white, and this is Monet's painting actually. But sometimes water lilies can be pink, and sometimes they can be red, or they can be purple, or they can have different shades of sorts, right? So his garden was his favorite place. He liked to spend a lot of time there, and he painted that garden all through the year. So he painted the garden in the summer, in the fall. I think this is fall actually, in the summer, in the fall, and in the winter, and in the spring. So each time he looked at his garden, it would have different colors because the trees around would change in every season, right? So he used different colors to show his garden. And then what I want you to do for next week is I want you to take a paper, and then what you could do is you could put tape like a bridge, and then you can paint all over trees, water, pond with water lilies. This is one of the paintings that one of the children in my other class made a long time ago. Can you see the water and the bridge and the water lilies? She even had water lilies on the other side of the bridge, but I don't think she had trees around it, but you could put trees too because it was a garden. Okay, so then when I maybe FaceTime you next week, we can organize it again. You can show me your painting of Monet's water lily garden, his Japanese garden. Okay, and the other thing I wanted to show you a couple of other of Monet's paintings, which is very beautiful. This is one, his water lily. And where to show you. Okay, well maybe I'll show it to you next time. I thought I had it here, but I don't think I do. Let me look here. No, that's okay. I'll show it to you next time. But anyhow, I can't wait to see your beautiful paintings. Okay? All right. Au revoir. See you next time.